Right now, somewhere in the world, a billionaire is already awake. They're not scrolling their phone. They're not hitting snooze. They're not surviving the morning. They're owning it. And you? You're about to discover how they do it, and how you can too. Let's be brutally honest for a second. Most people wake up and immediately react. Their alarm goes off. They groan. They check their phone and lose 45 minutes to TikTok. They stumble into their day, already behind. And if you're still wearing pajama pants by noon, Houston, we have a problem. But billionaires, they wake up to create, to lead, to dominate the next 24 hours, like it's a chess game and they're 10 moves ahead. Here's what no one tells you. Your morning routine is either your launch pad or your handcuffs. Billionaires use it to shape their focus, prime their energy, and align with their purpose before the world has even had its coffee. Tim Cook is reviewing emails by 4 a.m. Dwayne Johnson finishes a full gym session before sunrise. Oprah meditates and journals every morning without fail. Elon Musk jumps straight into deep work with zero distractions. If you're in your 20s or 30s, this is your prime, the years that determine whether you'll struggle with bills or sign them with a Mont Blanc pen. Every second you delay building power habits, you're delaying the life you know you're meant to live. We're talking first-class flights, residences with names like penthouse and estate, passive income while you sleep. But none of that happens if you lose the morning battle. This video isn't about just waking up early. It's about becoming the version of yourself who attracts wealth, who demands excellence, who's no longer waiting for life to get better because they're building it. And the greatest part? You don't need $1 million to start acting like a billionaire. You just need one decision: to master your mornings. But there's a ritual they all do, one that separates the billionaires from the millionaires. It's not on Instagram, it's not in books, and most people never even hear about it. Tim Cook starts at 3:45 a.m. Howard Schultz, he's at the office by 6. The Rock is already sweating through his second t-shirt by 5:30. Why? Because billionaires don't just wake up early. They wake up with purpose. No emails, no meetings, no noise. The mind is sharpest after rest. Waking early gives a sense of control. You're ahead of the world, literally. Waking up at 5 a.m. isn't hard. Waking up broke at 40 is. The gym isn't about muscles, it's about mental domination. Top billionaire habits. The Rock, 90 minutes of iron therapy daily. Richard Branson, kite surfing, tennis, biking, every morning. Jeff Bezos, lifts heavy and stays consistent. Their goal? Not six-packs, energy, focus. Discipline increases dopamine, your motivation chemical. Builds consistency. Wealth is built on it. Boosts confidence. You've already done something hard. Can't afford a gym membership? Neither could most billionaires when they started. But they moved anyway. Your excuses won't build empires. While others are reacting to the world, billionaires are shaping theirs. Typical rituals: meditation, Oprah, Ray Dalio, Mark Benioff, journaling, gratitude, vision writing, priority lists. Visualization, thinking big, like nine-figure big. Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. Benefits of mind training: calms anxiety, sharpens decision-making, connects with long-term goals. Motivational anchor: if your mind is chaotic, your life will be too. If Jeff Bezos can sit still and meditate, maybe you can put your phone down for 10 minutes. They don't consume content, they consume intel. Warren Buffett reads 5+ hours a day. Elon Musk learned rocket science from books. Mark Cuban reads 3+ hours daily. What do they read? Business trends, market reports, biographies of great thinkers, books on psychology, systems, and scale. The brain is a machine. If you feed it garbage, it runs like garbage. Billionaires run theirs on elite fuel. Pattern. Interrupt. You read tweets. They read strategies. Still wondering why your income doesn't match theirs? Before most people brush their teeth, billionaires have already decided what the day is about. They follow this rule. If you don't set your priorities, someone else will. Daily ritual. Identify the one most important task. Schedule it before noon. Attack it with deep, undistracted focus. They don't check email first. They don't scroll. They go straight for the highest leverage action. Power habits. Most people ignore. Some of the most elite rituals are the ones you don't hear about on social media. Cold plunges boost alertness and willpower. Affirmations, not fluff. Science-backed repetition to rewire thought. Sunlight exposure, hormone regulation plus mental clarity. Intermittent fasting, energy, longevity, focus. Motivational push. You want billionaire results with average habits? It doesn't work like that. 1 hour in, they've already won. By the time most people are groaning into a coffee cup, billionaires have already built momentum, shaped their mind, moved their body, and prioritized their mission. And that's not luck. That's by design. Magnetic energy, the billionaire. Vibe. People think success is all hustle, but it's also vibration. Billionaires exude clarity. They speak with precision. They move with certainty. That kind of energy doesn't come from chaos. It's crafted every morning with fierce intention. By now, you know the actions billionaires take: waking early, exercising, journaling, prioritizing. But the most powerful part of their routine? You don't see it. You can't photograph it. And most of them won't talk about it. Because it's not about doing more. It's about thinking differently. The real edge isn't external. It's internal architecture. The way they think, frame problems, and process the world. They ask questions like, what's the highest leverage thing I can do today? What decision eliminates 100 future decisions? If I only had 2 hours to make $10,000, what would I do? This level of thinking doesn't happen after a busy day. It happens before the world wakes up, in silence, in solitude, in white space. Every billionaire has what I call the white space hour. Definition: a protected, distraction-free block of time to think, write, plan, dream, with zero input from the outside world. No phone, no meetings, no noise, just pure mental clarity. Warren Buffett: I insist on a lot of time being spent almost every day to just sit and think. Naval Ravikant: clear thinker equals better decisions equals better outcomes. Clear thinking needs time. Why it's so powerful? Billionaires don't just respond to reality, they create it. White space allows them to design six-figure ideas before breakfast. They solve problems proactively instead of reacting emotionally. They gain asymmetric advantages, tiny inputs, massive returns. Pattern interrupt, humor, plus truth. You're trying to build an empire and while checking your ex's Instagram story. See the problem? In this quiet hour, billionaires do something most never learn. They pre-live their success. They mentally walk through the deals they'll close, the people they'll lead, the numbers they'll hit, the person they're becoming. They aren't reacting to life. They're rehearsing the life they're about to dominate. The more vividly you imagine it, the more likely you are to behave as if it's already happening. Money follows clarity. Power follows preparation. And billionaires, they build both in the first 60 minutes of their day. One thing billionaires fear more than anything else: noise, mental clutter, decision fatigue, people pulling at their focus. That's why they design boundaries. Delay responses. Eliminate distractions before they show up. If you're still waking up and checking your phone in the first 10 minutes, you're starting your day by consuming, not creating. Billionaires don't have magical genes. They have frictionless systems. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on momentum. Their secret is not discipline. It's identity. They've become the kind of person who must win the morning. Even billionaires don't always feel like waking up at 4 a.m., but they do it anyway. Why? They've tied their morning rituals to something bigger than themselves. They know small wins compound into massive outcomes. They know how you do one thing is how you do everything. Still waiting to feel like it? You'll be waiting in a used Honda while someone else buys your dream mansion. There's a reason they protect this time so fiercely. Because during the white space hour, they rethink their business models, craft scalable systems, design ideas that generate money without movement. They're not working hard. They're thinking smart. That's the game changer. This is where your transformation begins. It's not about copying routines. It's about copying energy, focus, intention. The world rewards the few who build themselves into machines of clarity, creation, and conviction. Now you know the truth. The real difference isn't hustle. It's how they think. And when they do it. The door is open. If you've made it this far, you already know. Billionaire mornings aren't about motivation. They're about systems. This act is about action, because the only thing separating you from them is the system you follow before the world wakes up. Let's break the elite billionaire morning routine into 5 distinct phases. You don't need 10 hours of free time. You just need 60 to 90 minutes of mastery. Phase 1, the moment of ownership, 4:30 to 5 a.m. Wake without snoozing. Train your willpower instantly. Use a wake-up ritual. Splash cold water, open window, breathe deeply. No phone for the first 30 to 60 minutes. Your first decision of the day defines your identity. If the phone is the first thing you touch, you've already lost. Phase 2. Move like a machine. 5 a.m. to 5:30 a.m., 20 to 30 minutes of movement. Body weight circuit, stretching, running, weights. Listen to an empowering podcast or audio book during the session. You're not just moving the body, you're activating power. Mini challenge. Every day, sweat before sunrise. Phase 3. Mental framing, 5:30 to 6 a.m., 10 minutes meditation or stillness, 10 minutes journaling. What am I grateful for? What's the one move that makes today successful? Who do I want to become? 5 minutes visualization. See yourself in luxury, leading, dominating. Feel it, hear it, claim it. This is where billionaires shift from noise to clarity, chaos to creation. Phase 4, strategic input, 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Now you learn, you feed the brain. 20 to 30 minutes of reading, business strategy, high-performance psychology, biographies of billionaires, economic and market trends. Tip: use the input-output rule. For every minute of input, plan a result. Don't just consume, leverage. Phase 5, the power hour, 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. This is the white space hour we spoke about. 1 full hour of distraction-free, high-leverage work. Work on your craft, your business, your empire. No emails, no social, no distractions, just you and the mission. Examples of billionaire behaviors in this hour. Bezos, decision-making in his highest energy window. Musk, engineering problem-solving. Ray Dalio, deep reading and macroeconomic strategy. You, business planning, content creation, income design. If you win this hour, the rest of the day is bonus. Don't try to be perfect on day 1. Just commit to becoming unstoppable over 90 days. The 3-level mastery system. Level 1, Activation, week 1 to 2. Wake 30 minutes earlier than usual. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Move for 10 minutes. Meditate or journal for 5. Read for 10 minutes. Your brain and body will resist. That's the signal you're on the right path. Level 2. Expansion, week 3 to 5. Wake 60 to 90 minutes earlier. Add 30 plus minutes of deep work. Build consistent journaling and visualization. Begin thinking in leverage. What single action today makes everything else easier? Level 3. Domination, week 6 to 12 plus. 90 minutes of elite routine. Total clarity on goals, numbers, execution, cold exposure, tracking, time blocking, data review. Become unreachable for the first 90 minutes. You'll start noticing things. People chasing dopamine while you chase power. Friends still asleep while you close your first deal. This is where your identity shifts. You're not playing the same game anymore. Section 3. Tools and rituals that make it stick. 1. Ritual anchors. Attach habits to existing triggers. Example: wake, water shower, affirmations, coffee. Read 10 pages, gym, plan the day. 2. Digital fortresses. Keep your phone outside the bedroom. Use website blockers. Schedule social media hours like business meetings. 3. The anti-burnout rule. Balance hustle with harmony. Add moments of joy, stillness, and reward. Billionaires aren't robots. They recharge deliberately. Section 4. Become the identity. Routines are only powerful when they reinforce your next-level identity. Daily mantras to reinforce. Belief. I execute before the world wakes up. Every morning I multiply my future. I create wealth because I am disciplined, focused, and clear. Billionaire habits, billionaire outcomes. Now you have the tools, the truth, the blueprint. But the question remains, will you go back to chaos? Or will you rise like they do? Because every empire begins the same way. One morning, one habit, one shift in identity. Billionaires don't wait for permission. They build themselves while the world sleeps.